It's your boy, Quiz, yo. What's going on YouTube? We have Mermail versus Eldlich. We got Mermail on the left, Eldlich on the right. He not rolling an 8 and I ain't not rolling a 9. So I went first. So I start off playing 1 for 1 to send the infantry to grave. End up special summoning the prince from deck. Right here, I was thinking about activate my DC Arena, but I ended up just using Prince first to send the Dragoons to grave to add Dragoons. And then Dragoons gonna trigger from the graveyard to add Minstrel. Right here, I was just thinking about my Moonling count. But I noticed I had the DC Arena and I was thinking about playing it first, but I said nah, he might have Ash or something, so I ended up just using the Minstrel Dragoons looking in his hand. So there's his hand. I ended up getting rid of his Ghost Ogre, cause that could have stopped me from when I go for my Nebra Fiber Fade, he could have popped it. So I ended up thinking about going for the Moonling. But I really wanted the Diva too. But like I said, I had the DC Arena, so I told myself I can just add it with DC Arena. So I decided to just go for the Moonling. So I ended up playing my DC Arena, the banish. Decide to banish the Minstrel instead to search the Diva, and then just normal summon the Diva. The special summon the second copy of my Minstrel from the deck. Yeah, because Minstrel is going to help me later on my combo for rank 9. End up linking off for my Crystal Nebra Fiber. Right there, y'all probably noticed I had a Mercy Call, so I ended up summoning the Jet Synchron, then dropped the Moonling. So right here, summon a Roardon, special summon 3 tokens, and then use Roardon's Fat, tribute himself, and another monster on the field. So I ended up getting rid of my Moon Glacier because I was just, and he was reading the card because he didn't think you can do any monster on the field. He thought it had to be a token. I told him no, you can use any monster on the field. So end up going for the O-Lion special summon. And then I go ahead synchro for 5 for Garden Rose Maiden. And then I use Olam's effect to special summon a token. Right here, I was thinking about shot synchro for 9, but I noticed I kind of made a mistake. I should synchro for 9 first before using the Jet in grave, because I ended up discarding sending my Dragoons to graveyard or Jet. And if I used the synchro first, I could have just drew another card, some 2 cards to see what I could have discarded instead of Dragoons. So I ended up synchro the Garden Rose Maiden for the Core Dragon. Right here, I was thinking, should I synchro for 9? But I told myself I have tokens on the field, so I wanted to see I was gonna draw any extenders like Lapis Dragon or something with the pot of avarice, or more extenders. So I ended up just using my pot of avarice first to see what I can get before. So I noticed I made a mistake. I ended up putting back Auroradon, Neva Fiber, and I should have put the old lion back, but I ended up putting the third Dragoons for no odd reason. That was a misplay on my part. Cause that way I couldn't use the O line again my following turn. So I ended up just putting those 3 back, and then Crystal Fiber and Auroradon back to draw 2. And then I went for Synchro 9 for Krakosaurus Dragon. Ended up drawing 2 more cards. And then synchro those 2 for the Villaminion, and then Core Dragon, the Fed, draw another one. End up drawing 2 Monster Reborn. And I just go ahead and went to Calamities. Right here, I told myself no point extending, so I ended up just ending my turn because there's no point in putting more cards into the field. So in phase, has a Scarlet Sanguine to set the Conquistador, and in phase he added the Ghost Ogre back. So on draw phase, I ended up using my Calamities to detach the Vermilion, and I slightly forgot he had the Ghost Ogre for the Calamities, so he got rid of my Calamities. But I should just left the 2 monsters on the field, the Krakosaurus and the Vermilion on the field. But I noticed he did have the tuning, so I told myself, go ahead and stay after the Calamities, so that way he can't. That way I don't gotta use my hand trap this turn to stop his Crystal Neva Fiber play. So he ended up paying 800 to add a, I think, Golden Land card or Golden Lord card. I think he searched out the Hykuro. I guess he was just making sure, but I think he still searching the trap. Right here, while he was doing his play, I was thinking what I can do next turn. So he has to make tuning, get the jet. Email off Valor. Now right here, I think he slightly misplayed on something. I think he forgot. So I think he ended up summoning the Jet Synchron. I think he slightly forgot already, and he ended up sitting Jack, and he noticed that he couldn't attack. He know he couldn't use effect, but he ended up wasting his Jet Synchron. He told me after he should have just waited the following turn. For some reason, he thought I could attack him next turn with Moonlight, and I told him I'm on the Moonlight next turn, so he realized that he made a mistake, because he said he would just pass turn with the 2 trap face down. So I ended up drawing. I think I drew into a Diva, I think. So right here, I ended up banished the Rose Maiden Dragon because I didn't use it last turn since I used 2 level 3s. So, special some Core Dragon. Right here, I was normal summon D because I knew he didn't have a hand trap. The turn, well, I knew he had one hand trap that was Ghost Ogre, but I told myself he didn't have. If he had a hand trap, that was, it was fine. But I told myself he had to have it, so he ended up summoning the Diva. So yeah, he drew into a hand trap. So he hit Valor right there. Like I said, I ended up using Core Dragon's effect so I can picture the Dragoons because I wanted to see what he do first. I was just thinking, what should I pop? I know his 2 face down is Scarlet Sanguine and Wakero. So yeah, I told myself I gotta pop the Scarlet Sanguine because he's gonna have an interruption. And he was telling me if that goes to the graveyard, it also can send another Golden Lord to the graveyard. So I ended up just popping the Conquistador. For a minute I thought that was Scarlet, but I forgot he banned the Scarlet. So I think I just end up adding, another Diva, because I was looking at my hand to see should I get another Diva, but I told myself, yeah, Diva would be the right play because I was gonna go for Lapras, but like I said, I removed my O-line. It really hurt me. I really put my O-line back from pot average. It kind of hurt me, but I feel like Diva was still the best card to get at this situation. So right here, I'm just standing my deck down. So I end up just playing tuning. And searching quick draw. That's me being clumsy. So right here, so I was really thinking I wanted to push. Even though I can't attack this turn, I wanted to push to have more boss monster, because this is since I know he didn't have anything to stop me. So I was just thinking a little combo for a split second. And so I look at my graveyard to see what I can do with the Monster Reborn. So I thought about something that fast. I said, well, let me use my Monster Reborn to special summon the infantry, because I noticed I can use the Diva in my hand. I feel like that would have been the best play for me because I can extend to the max. So like I was saying, switch summon the infantry, then additional summon the Diva, switch summon the Prince. Now I use Prince effect. Since I mid-won my Dragoons, I was forced to add my Dragoons to hand. So I ended up, I was thinking, should I add Dragoons or send Dragoons? So I ended up just sending the infantry to add Dragoons. But I wanted to make sure I had another copy with Dragoons to like add a card with Dragoon. So I said, yeah, I do. So I just popped the Golden Land Curse. Oh, Curse Land. He said Wakero. Right here I go for I think I go for Bislasha. I know most people don't run her anymore, but I feel like Bislasha still needed doing play testing. I mean, you could go for Arena, but right now I'm kind of testing her, but I think I'm going to drop her, but I'm still running, but I might drop her. I haven't came up too much lately for me, so I might drop her. So some Crystal Nemo Fire, especially the Death Bot. I told him I'm going to draw a card from Core Dragon. So we know her going for Rorodon. Special summon the 3 tokens. So right here, I just sync off the 2 and a Diva for a level 8. So I was gonna go for the Boar Savage Dragon, but I noticed it couldn't negate one of his traps and slow him down. But I ended up just going for Omega, because I felt like Omega was going to give me more advantage, just because I had banished cards I could have bring back to my graveyard. So I had Garden Rosemary in my grave, where I can put Garden Rosemary back to just because I can put the Garden Rosemary back for a follow-up turn. And then if he have anything in his hand, I can remove Omega. But I don't think he had any cards in his hand anyway. But yeah, he removed Hakuro, increase the door. So he's gonna set the Sanguine, the Scarlet Sanguine, and what's that, White Destiny. So like I said, stay my phase. I put back the Garden Rose Maiden. The reason why I do that, so on my next turn, I can use Garden Rose Maiden again to this was summon the Core Dragon. So he ended up special summoning the Jet by sending his trap. He activate Wakero. So here he's going for the Crystal Neva Fiber. I guess he wasn't afraid if I had like an infantry in my hand or whatever. So he didn't. I had a hand trap to stop the Crystal Neva Fiber. Right there. That might just end his turn. But he's gonna banish the Conquistador. The Scarlet Sanguine. To set the Conquistador. So he passes. I drew to a hand trap. Goes Ash. So that was kind of good if he had the Scarlet. Right here, I told myself I was gonna special summon the Guard Rose, special on the Core Dragon, but I didn't want him to pop a Core Dragon yet, so I wanted him to waste his face down first. So I named it just in the battle phase. So pack of Best Glacier, have to wait. Solid Green Scarlet. I had an Ash, I just drew for turn for it. So unfortunate for him. He getting a Golden Lord. He probably after play his Rock Hero just to So he blocked my Blitz Glacier attack and he take 33. So right here, main phase 2. This is when I banished the Garden Rose Maiden for Core Dragon to bring back my Core Dragon. So I end up using Auroradon to target my Synchro, the Core Dragon, to draw a card, to pop a card. So right here, I told him I have the I have a loot. If he don't get rid of my Omega, I'm gonna keep bringing back the Garden Rose Maiden. So while he was looking at his graveyard, I told him, you can't stop this. It's gonna be game the following turn. I'm gonna keep doing it over and over. So if you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and your boy's out.